Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Commodores will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought... They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the run, it's Hart. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. Pass to 25. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Vanderbilt. And they jump on top. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Looking for room. It's Hart. And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up on a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He's right on target. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit. He starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. And you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
Touchdown doors! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Tulsa! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
Open runway ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Commodores!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking for space. It's Hart. Across the 25. He's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 21, Tulsa 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Obliterates him, still on the move. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to pass on second down. Buying some time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
For jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Commodores will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him...
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tulsa, 7.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going deep. Brings it down on the right side. Off he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Etienne. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Second down coming up.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. space at the 25. Tackled there by the defense.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And the Commodores get enough to move the chain.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Unloads to the wideout.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to...
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown Doors. And the pummeling has started.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to second down.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Third down.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Looking for a crease. It's Flores.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Velez. Stopped just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Commodores. And the punishment has been extended. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looking for blockers. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On second down, he'll fire. Trying to get to it. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Vanderbilt 49, Tulsa 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Vandy. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The corners are walked up tight. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was
going for it all. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Hart. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, better look out! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
Just destroying his way through the field. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Commodores are on the move. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown Doors! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing.
He lost one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. Oh, look out. There he goes. Running inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Direct snap. And he's wrestled to the ground. Commodores moving quickly to the line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
key unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On second down, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to throw on third down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Just complete